These are shoulder traction arm spirals. So for this, you're gonna need some kind of a light resistance band, tennis ball or lacrosse ball. Ideally, we'd like to anchor this band to something that's about the height of your shoulder. So you can do this with your hand at about shoulder height. That might be a little bit uncomfortable or provocative if you have any kind of pain in that shoulder. If you're feeling that, no problem. Lower that anchor so you're down at a lower angle. We can still do the exact same thing, and you can gradually increase and get to the point where we're at the ideal angle of hand as high as your shoulder. What we're going to do is feed the end of this band around your wrist. So get it around your wrist, and you can see how it's kind of coming across front side of my thumb and my pinky. I'm putting the ball just directly in my palm, and now from here I'm going to get a good squeeze on that ball. Then just walk away a little bit so you feel some traction on that shoulder. That band is thinking about pulling your shoulder out of the socket. Be very careful with this initially until you kind of get a better sense and more confidence in what that's going to feel like. Don't go crazy out far or super heavy band. Very light band, not too far away. Just get a little bit of that traction sense so you kind of feel like it's pulling that shoulder out. Now, from here, comfortable stance. You can have the other arm out if you'd like to, or we can just keep it on the one side. But what we're going to do is just be far enough away. You feel that traction. Keep a good squeeze in that shoulder. I'm sorry, in that palm. You're going to turn the ball up as far as you can comfortably. And then we're going to switch and turn that palm down as far as you can. So that whole arm is kind of spiraling. Turning up as far back as you can, and then turning down as far back as you can. If we're going to do this with both arms, which is ideal, other arm's going to be out, and it's going to mirror what this side's doing, or the inverse of it. So as I turn this palm up, I'll show my thumb so it's easier to see. As I go thumb back with this arm, I'm turning this thumb down, and as I switch and turn the left thumb down, right thumb's coming back. So you can kind of see I'm kind of wringing out a washcloth here from one hand to the other as I go in an opposite and reciprocal pattern. So what you should feel is like that shoulder starts to fatigue a little bit because your shoulder is going to reflexively start to counteract that tension that the band's pulling on. That's what we want. We should not get any kind of pinching or pain. You might feel some snap, crackle, pops as you go back and forth in that shoulder. That's totally fine as long as that's pain-free. You want to shut it down and let me know if you're feeling any kind of a consistent or reproducible kind of pattern of pain, like every time you get into one position, it causes pain. We want to avoid that, but as long as it's kind of a random snap, crackle, pop, no pain, we're all good. We're going slow and steady. Again, thinking about wringing out that washcloth, going in that opposite and reciprocal pattern.